down this wormhole, and there's a whole lot of people who get on board with it. There's a lot that don't. What's your thoughts? Do you think Bigfoot's real?
No.
You don't?
Here's my thing. It's 2024. Okay.
We're trying to figure this shit out. My name's Mike. That's Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Generation X Project.
Oh my god.
No.
Whatever it's supposed to do.
I don't know if you can see that on there, but it didn't open up as far as I thought it would. Take 97. Oh, wait, I was 99 last week.
Yeah.
So take 140.
You picked the random.
I'm going to run out of numbers.
No, you won't.
Just
It's infinite numbers.
Okay, take 2,364.
What's up, guys? We're back.
Hey, we are back.
Um,
Trying out some new shit.
yeah, just literally brought my whole computer set up out here.
New audio, new video.
Goucher's watching the monitor.
I
He's
am
waiting for
looking
me to
at
start
it.
putting, like, he said me to start typing what not to say.
I mean, I kind of look sexy on this computer, so
It's over there.
oh, the camera's there.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
got a different camera, got a different, doing some different things. He's got a new thing up there he likes to play with.
I mean, I can it disappear,
Um,
and then it comes into frame. Oh, hey,
yeah, he's,
that's kind of cool.
they say you grow out of your child face.
You never do.
You never
You
grow
never
out of your
do.
child face.
Never.
Yeah, at the time of this, you're in Colorado.
Oh, when this comes out, I am.
Yeah.
I'm totally in Colorado.
You're sitting in a hot tub
Oh, or Hot Springs.
or hot springs or in a bathtub. I don't know, whatever.
I mean, I'll fill up the bathtub if I have to, but I'm going to be in the mountains, and I'm so stoked.
Yeah. So, with the, what do they call that, breaking the fourth wall? We're talking about something even though
For
it
sure.
hasn't happened yet.
For sure. Oh, and I'm, yeah, the fourth dimension.
Yeah. We didn't like last episode. We didn't really have a plan. I know you said something about talking about conspiracy theories.
Only because I spiraled down a wormhole yesterday, and I kind of want to talk about it just to get your input on it.
Okay.
So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Quick little deal. We got hats. They don't have the patches on them yet. I just wanted to show everybody. I think they're pretty good looking hats. Oh wait, I was behind the logo. I think the leather patches will look good on them.
This is great.
This is
a
great.
monitor
I
over
keep
here.
looking over there because I'm like, whoops, it's behind it. There it is. It's behind it. There it is. Can you do it real fast? Whoa, there was only one finger. You could do it this way too. Like come up and oh, look. It's so fun. Like I'm never gonna get bored with it.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. I mean, the last episode we did a little intro thing. I'm gonna change it. It was one of the things you brought up and put it in my head.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have some artwork made because the stuff we want made, I cannot do it.
I mean, come on. You said you were a computer guy.
I am. I've done all this so far. And I keep, and
It's very impressive. It's very impressive. I'm not gonna down.
when it comes to that
Yeah.
graphic design side of thing, I can make a sticker. I can make a T-shirt and a hat. But when it comes to that, I no.
Especially
I'm on my hand is look at this.
oh, that's cool.
This is in the way.
It's like floating in air
Yeah, it's like it's not there.
because it's not.
Yeah.
That's why I keep forgetting, and I'm like, well, okay. But yeah, I didn't really have an idea for tonight, and then I did.
Yeah.
Because once again, TikTok is the devil. Got to watch
Is it though?
No, not really. I mean, yes, some of it is just like I think totally bad.
It's great for when you're pooping.
Touche.
I mean, you run out of shampoo bottles to read.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah. This episode today is brought to you by Old Smoky's Banana Pudding Moonshine. Not really, because they didn't give us any money, but wow, it tastes good.
Yeah.
But no, I got to watching TikTok the other day, and I kind of spiraled down this wormhole, and there's a whole lot of people who get on board with it. There's a lot that don't. What's your thoughts? Do you think Bigfoot's real?
No.
You don't?
Here's my thing. It's 2024. Okay. We can find literally people in bunkers in the military. We can find anything that we want to find.
Right.
Now, where I'm going with this is we can't find Bigfoot.
But what if they bury,
But
like if they bury their dead?
have you seen the weird shit they find in the ocean?
Yeah, they find new stuff in the ocean
Daily.
every day.
Daily, because they can finally go down and down and down and down.
That's what
But
I'm
like
saying.
Bigfoot, every picture you've ever seen is not in focus. And I have a shitty phone
Oh, well, see,
that can focus.
this is what got my brain to working. So this new video that I saw, these people are literally on a train in Colorado. And once we get to that point, we have this whole thing, a big TV screen, and you can pull it up, and we can talk about it and watch the video. It changes the game. Everyone you've ever seen, you know, it looks like somebody possibly in a suit going through the screen, or you're not sure it's real. This shit looked real.
Yeah.
This looked like, oh God, they caught me. It's walking, and it's considerable distance.
Yeah.
So once again, you know, you can't get defining features of the face or none of that. But this thing is literally just walking along, and it looks up, sees the train, and sits down.
Huh.
It sits down and tries to hide, like, oh shit, they saw me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can see that. Used to, I thought, Bigfoot.
Well, that's just
whatever.
like the stuff you see on trail cams.
Yeah,
Like I've seen some, and a lot of it I know has been debunked with like good editing and like CGI and everything.
for sure.
But like some of that shit, I'm like, like when I've seen stuff like down in like South Texas, and they say with them chupacabra things,
Yeah,
them dog things,
yeah.
and I'm like, that looks like a dog, but it doesn't look like a coyote, but it's got these
Oh, like the
weird.
chupacabra? Yeah.
Like anybody ever seen Harry Potter? I don't know if
Yeah.
you ever seen Harry Potter.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban one when they make that werewolf looking dude. When you see werewolf, you think of like a dog.
Right.
And this thing's like this weird behemoth creature thing. And I'm like, okay, I saw that on a picture in South Texas one time. I mean, like,
Right.
but it's
And
like
it could have just been a mangy coyote. But
the back legs of it's ass.
yeah,
I mean,
like all screwed up. But I'm telling you, like I've seen, you know, and I know this whole AI shit that's happening, and you can make people talk and say stuff, and they really didn't say it.
Mhm.
And even Joe Rogan had an episode. Speaking of which, I had to talk about him again. Even Joe Rogan had an episode where he got in trouble for saying some shit he never really said.
no, yeah.
They took his picture, they AI'd it, and made
Well,
it
you can
say
do that
stuff.
thing on TikTok where you can basically take any photo and you type what you want it to say, and AI will make it talk like that. Like how people make them sing those songs.
I'm telling you,
Like they take baby photos and
Right.
like never gonna
Yeah.
dance again. Yeah, like
don't ever do that again. No, but I mean, go
yeah,
ahead, do it again.
never gonna dance again. but yeah, like you can do anything. AI is ridiculous. Like for instance, you talked about your son bought a new graphics card.
Right.
The new graphics cards, like and not mine, but in the newer generation graphics cards, the 40 series are coming with built-in AI
Yeah.
that adapt and learn daily,
And
and they're learning.
that AI.
iRobot is a thing, people. No.
Right. Right.
Like
No, that AI stuff scares me.
you know what I
Because
saw the other day?
it started with predictive text. They said literally AI started with predictive text, where it was just predicting what word you might say next. Uh-oh, did we lose it?
No.
we didn't. And then it gradually progressed into the infinite scroll,
Yeah,
where it never come up, do you want to see more? You just kept scrolling and it just kept showing.
and like now it can read your mind.
Yeah, well now it can like so I watched another podcast, kind of freaked me out. In what is it, Google Drive or Apple Drive.
Mhm.
So if you have an Apple iPhone and you hook it up to your car, you have Apple Drive. So you don't look at your phone, it'll read you your text
Yep.
over the speaker system.
Yeah.
Well, this thing will now explain images to you. So if somebody sends you a picture message, it explains to you what the picture looks like.
Yeah. Well, that's like the logo that I made for us. A lot of it had stuff in there that I didn't need. And Adobe has an AI software now where you can literally tell it, remove this, and it will go in for you.
Really?
And you could say, I could take our logo and go into Adobe on my computer right here, and I can say, put the mountains in the background, and it will say which ones. And you say,
You can
know,
pick which set of mountains.
yeah, like you can pick the mountains, and it will literally take our logo right there. You see on the screen over there where you were hiding your hand,
Over
and it will put whatever mountains behind there, however you want it to do it. And most of the time, it just does it. Like you can literally tell Adobe, like, I want you to make me a picture, and I want it to look like this.
Well, can you put me right now in Granby, Colorado? I'm
No,
like, hey, it's
no.
you coming to you live.
Considering we don't have Wi-Fi here yet,
Damn.
but I mean,
Okay.
I could do it while we're sitting here one day. Just
That's
pull
cool.
it up and just show you how it works. It's very weird.
I'm gonna be in Silverthorne.
But I saw this
Hey, let's
article.
go. Breckenridge.
Thanks to TikTok, I saw this article, and it might not be real. I don't know. You have to let me know. They said in the next 20 to 30 years that there's a chance that humans will be mating with AI. Like, they'll make literally robots that look like humans that aren't even humans.
Wow.
And that's coming.
Wow. So see, if they can do all of that, you can't tell me on some weird aspect or whatever that there can't possibly be a creature we ain't seen yet.
Oh, it's like the
telling you.
whole, do you believe aliens are real and they're just among us every day?
I don't know about that. And I
And
don't-
black fucked with my brain.
Right? And I don't honestly think up until about 5 years ago, I would have ever got on board with the whole Bigfoot thing.
Yeah.
After going to the mountains for several years and hunting and staying up there, you can't feel more small
Oh, yeah.
than you do when you're 6 hours in off of a main road.
For human beings who are top of the food chain, we feel the smallest.
You're not.
Yes.
That's it. You're at 10,000 feet. You're 3.5 hours from any kind of civilization. And I'm talking 3.5 hours of driving, not walking.
Yeah.
Walking, we're a solid 2 days.
Yeah.
Of walking in one direction before you would get to anything. Like you're screwed. If
Yeah.
something bad happens, and we try not to talk about it because you don't want to put bad stuff in the universe.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, we kind of plan too. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's me, my father-in-law, and Chappie goes with us. And Chappie's 67, I think.
Oh, God.
He probably honestly gets through the mountains better than I do.
Yeah.
Like this dude's been doing it since he was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But if something was to happen to one of us, how are we going to get that person out of there? Like if
Get to
a
the
leg was
chopper.
broke, yeah, we don't even get enough good enough cell phone service to call 911.
Yeah.
Like literally, there's one spot we found up in the mountains where I get good enough service I can make a call as long as I hold my head and my hand just right, don't move, talk to my wife, and then hang up.
Yeah.
And so, after being out there and seeing just how off the grid you are, like how small you really are in this whole grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
people that live in cities, they forget, or they just don't know. They see all these buildings, we made all this shit. Like we talked on one episode, if the grid ever went down and some people had to make it without all of this fancy
Oh, the
technology,
population would thin out fast.
oh, dude, we would be so screwed as a civilization.
Well, I mean, some of us won't be.
I mean, I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I
I'll
can
be
do
fine.
what I need to do.
I can cook, clean,
But
do
like,
all that stuff without all this technology.
to bring it back around to what you said about the Bigfoot thing, I don't,
Dude, the whole rainforest up in Washington.
well, that's just like they're finding new species of bugs every day in forests.
Yeah,
I mean, they're finding new species of fish and animals in the ocean. But you're talking about one specific thing that we've been talking. I remember as a child in the 90s going to the library and looking at books that had the Loch Ness Monster in it, that had Bigfoot in it,
Nancy.
that had chupacabras in it, and they were cool to read because you're like, they've never seen these yet. But now here I am about to be 33 years old, and I'm thinking, with the technology we have, we can fucking pinpoint where somebody is all the way across the fucking map by guessing off of coordinates someone gave us that they thought they were.
But can we find something we're really not physically?
But if someone saw it on a train and said, we were right here, you mean to tell me the satellite systems we have can go, whoop, you mean right fucking there, and see him sitting there?
I'm sure they could.
But they don't.
They don't care.
Yeah, it's not an important
It's
subject.
not. And that's why I still have a little bit of, I won't even call it hope.
It's like those megalodons,
Yeah.
the big ass shark thing.
I wouldn't call it hope, but I still have a little bit of curiosity in me as to,
Yeah.
could that thing be real? Yeah, I think maybe it could.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even though it feels like Alaska here today,
Oh yeah, no shit.
because we went from Kansas to Alaska in a matter of 12 hours, it got brutal.
Yesterday, if you want to know, it was like 40s,
And today it's 16.
and it was windy, so it was kind of cold. The wind chill was probably in like the low 30s.
Yeah.
This morning was like 20s, and then now it is
by
single
noon,
digits.
by noon, it was 16 degrees with
Yeah.
a 30-mile-an-hour wind.
So
They
you
said
can
the
get a
real
wind
chill
chill.
was 3 degrees.
Yeah, and it's just getting colder outside.
And tomorrow's supposed to be in the negatives wind chill.
You know it's cold enough when a smoker only smokes half a cigarette and bitches about it.
I mean, yeah. I was like, no, can't do it. Don't even
But
really
they're like
want
the
it.
whole conspiracy theory thing, like it intrigues you because you want to believe it's real, but in your mind you're like, in reality, I don't believe it is. But then they give you like that video that we had a coworker or an old coworker that showed us. It was called that Mel's Hole thing.
Oh,
Was it an hour-long video of a hole in the ground?
and
That-
I nerded
Oh,
out.
you do. I sent it to my
Stuff going into the hole and never coming back. And
I sent it to my old lady's mom, who's they're kind of conspiracy theory people, like, you know, the whole we didn't go to the moon and all that other shit. Like,
I'm not sure we did.
yeah, I mean, I don't fucking know. I mean,
That's
we
what
did. We ain't been fucking back since, but I mean, like, you know, and to be honest, when it comes to that shit, I don't really care. It doesn't
Right.
affect me.
Right.
Like, I can't see the flag up there, but I mean,
Right.
um,
I just kind of wonder
Like-
how the dude was. Since we're on that subject, let's go into that for just a second. I
Okay.
wonder how they landed a trash can on the moon.
right?
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Can't do it now, and we have
But they
way
can
better
communicate.
technology. I also wonder how there was no such thing as headsets and microphones in their suits.
Mm-hmm.
But he was able to say a small step for man, one giant leap for mankind,
If I keep checking things, ladies and gentlemen, it's because I'm making sure it's working,
while he was doing it,
and they recorded it,
and it recorded it.
right?
I realize that if we've got what they call new technology, it's old and the government's had it for a while. I get that. But come on now.
Yeah.
If we can't land one of these fancy ass spaceships that we got now, or rockets or whatever you call them, space shuttles.
Yeah.
They haven't landed on the moon.
Or Elon Musk's big penis.
Oh, dude. Elon Musk put his dick on that stuff.
Yeah.
If we can't do it now, how the hell did we do it then? I think it was just a big race. It was a big fucking conspiracy to say our dick's bigger than yours.
Oh.
We got there first.
Well, yeah, it was just a race war with Russia.
Right.
But like,
But the whole Bigfoot thing, after going to Colorado, and I know Colorado's not the biggest, like, wide open expanse.
Yeah.
But you look around and, like, you got all that big timber and the redwoods and all that stuff up in Northern California and in Oregon. Then you've got Alaska, which is extremely big.
Yeah.
And the Yukon and Canada up in there. I feel like there's enough places. He's still the best hide and seek person we've ever met.
right?
Like, that dude's
Like reigning champ
that
for
dude's
years.
winning. And if all of these people that come up with all of these random theories are right,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to say they're human, because I still feel like at the end of the day, God created us. God's the one to give us the technology, to give us the curiosity to do what we did. Yes, Christian, 100%. It's all God. But at the end of the day, if we can't find this dude, and it's because he is smart enough, and I say he, don't even really know if it's he, she, whatever. If they're burying their young or burying their dead, you're not going to find a skeleton unless somebody marks it and says, "Hey, we buried it right here." I mean, people don't just go out into that big a timber and start digging holes looking for bones.
Right. Not unless
It's-
they have a reason.
Right. So if somebody stumbles across one, I think that's what I'm going to say. If somebody stumbles across a dead Bigfoot or finds a grave full of bones and it belongs to something with a size 15 foot,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised.
You think the dude's hung?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well,
I mean, you said size 15 foot. In my mind, it was big feet mean, you know.
that whole big hands, big feet, big dick, I call bullshit.
Oh,
It's not true.
this is shitty genetics.
I got really big hands. I got really big feet. We're going to leave it at that. We're just going to leave it there.
But no, I mean, you could talk about all the conspiracy theories. I mean, like the whole ghost shows. Is that like, would you consider that conspiracy theories?
I mean, I would consider that, me personally, just going to say this because I can. I don't see ghosts because I absolutely refuse to let them mess with me.
Really?
I don't want to see them. We have an understanding. Don't let me see you. I won't look for you. We're good to go.
Really?
That shit kind of freaks me out. Only because,
Can anybody ever wants to sponsor the stream, take us to a haunted house, like one of them like abandoned prisons? or
yeah, I'm going to be
hospitals?
sick that day.
Yeah, we're going.
No,
Yeah, we're recording it.
no, he's going.
I'm not scared to shit my pants on camera.
Well, that's my issue.
I'll wear a diaper.
Um,
They make the pins for men.
So,
Except for not by speed, but by blue.
yeah, no, I freaked out. Like I was 19, I think, 18, 19, and I'd been down in Pittsburgh partying with all my buddies. They were all in college. I didn't go to college. Wasn't smart enough. And I came home. My buddy dropped me off at my mom and dad's. And I'm just going to say, yes, I was a little bit inebriated. Can't blame it on that, though.
Yeah.
I came home, I got in bed, I passed out. I woke up, and I'm like, whoo, got to go to the bathroom. Well, in my house that I grew up in high school, you went out my bathroom, or out my bedroom door, down the hallway to the bathroom, and it was right there. And just to set the scene, my grandmother died on that shitter. My dad's mom, she died sitting on
I
that toilet.
told you, you take that one shit of your life.
Yeah, so she was a smoker.
Yep.
She only had one lung, and she actually only had half of it. She
Still smoked?
this is where I'm getting.
Ooh.
So she had one lung removed because she had severe emphysema, and it was just
Don't give
gone.
me a drink.
Oh yeah,
This episode is sponsored by Bush Light again.
this episode is sponsored by Blue Yummies, aka the Blue Can, aka the Blue Light. Not Blue Chew, Bush Light.
I mean, I would be sponsored by Blue
We
Chew.
call them the Big Blue Yummies. But so I get up, run down the hallway, go to the bathroom. Yes, I had had a little bit to drink, but I looked up, and I swear, and I've told this story 1,000 times, and I can't make it up. My grandmother was standing in the doorway.
Did you walk through it?
No, I looked straight at the floor.
Did you piss your pants?
I couldn't. I was sitting on the toilet.
Oh, okay. So you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, and I look up, and she's standing in the doorway, and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm looking down, and I start talking, and I'm like, Grandma, you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to leave, because if not, I'm going to sit here until my legs fall off. Because you know as well as I do, you've got kids.
Yeah.
You sit on the toilet for too long, your legs go numb.
Oh, like when you take a shit and you can't feel your feet.
And I sat there for quite a while, and I kind of look up through my eyebrows, and it was still there. And I'm like, I'm not getting up. It's not happening. I'll sit here all night. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. This is freaking me out. And finally, I closed my eyes, and I started praying, and I'm like, at the end, I said, Grandma, you're going to have to leave. I have to go to bed. And I looked up, and she's gone. I'm not even sure I wiped my ass. I was that scared.
It was that clean. It came out.
No, I was that scared. I literally got off that toilet, ran to my room, threw the covers over my head, went to sleep.
With the lights on?
No, they were still off. I
Oh.
never even turned them on. And like, for a long time, I couldn't go in that bathroom without thinking about it. So do I think ghosts are real? Yeah. Do I have issues with them? Absolutely not.
Here's the thought.
Because I'm under that whole deal. Don't poke the bear.
Do you think ghosts are actually real, or is it your brain in the right time, right situation fucking with you? Because
I think
like you said, have you ever seen one like, broad fucking daylight, you just get home from work, you're in the kitchen, like, you're preparing something, throwing a crock pot, and you just turn and like you just see something real quick and it's gone.
yeah, I've had a couple of those instances, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
But like it's when it catches you off guard the most.
Right. I think the ghost and spirit thing is real.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, for instance,
I don't have issues with it
Yeah.
because I refuse to allow it. How do I want to put that? I refuse to allow it to mess with me.
Right.
Like when
Oh,
we
wait,
built,
well, this shit is fucking delicious.
it's so good. If you like banana pudding, you will love it. But like when we built our house,
Yeah.
My wife and I and everybody who helped us, we wrote Bible verses on the studs
Oh yeah.
behind the sheetrock.
Like a time capsule.
Just because, yeah, just because. Well, if nothing
Oh
else,
no, just yeah.
To
Like
protect my
your house.
home.
Yeah.
and I wrote letters to loved ones. Didn't tell anybody that till just now. I just kind of spilled the beans. I did write a note to my mama, who's dead. My mom's mom. It's on a stud behind the sheetrock. It is spot in my house. But I feel like if you don't invite that kind of stuff into your home,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Like my kids, I'm gonna let them watch them demonic ass scary movies.
Really?
No. My youngest, he comes downstairs one night. He's like, "Let's watch it."
Oh, you don't want to watch that movie?
No,
You've never seen the new one?
no, I'm not watching that shit.
Pennywise.
Ugh.
Murr.
Oh, I know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
I know who he is. And
Yeah.
I've seen all of the memes and all of the videos. Not happening.
Yeah.
Not my house. And I'll tell you what was the turning point for me was. So, couldn't wait. The movie The Ring. You remember that?
Is that the one with the TV? Like you put the movie in?
No, that's the one with the well.
Oh,
And every time, like when they would do whatever, the bitch would crawl out of the TV.
yeah.
You couldn't quite see her face. Black. I can't even remember. She had a name. Anyway, so I bought this movie. And this was back in the day of DVDs. Oh, you're moving shit around.
Well, yeah. I'm tired of blocking my face when I lean in.
Oh, okay. So,
Cause it's like right here at my eyeball. Look at it. It's like right there at my eyeball.
oh, it's right on your nose. Does it smell like a deer head? I'll put it in the window up above you.
Yeah. We'll just put it.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. We'll just put it.
Perfect. But no, back in the day of the DVDs, I bought that movie The Ring, brought it home, watched it. If you ever watched that movie, this girl or guy in the movie goes through the whole movie trying to save this chick.
Yeah.
Right? Finally finds her body in the bottom of this well at the end. And the whole ring's significance was the circle of the well.
Yeah.
But she was at the bottom of it. She still tried to kill him.
You ever seen?
I'm like, psycho bitch.
You ever seen the show on Netflix called Lock and Key?
Love it.
Wouldn't that be weird?
I have watched it. That's
I haven't watched all of it. My lady has. But
with all the keys, and it
and
starts
you
in
get
a well
unlocked.
too.
Yeah, and you unlock. Yeah.
Like that first episode kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
Because the voice coming from the well and all that. I'm like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna watch
The
this.
one that got to me as a kid was, what was the name? It was the one with the girl in the attic. Had like the white gown thing on, and she would like crawl upside down and shit. And God, what was it called?
The Exorcist.
No.
I mean, that one scared the hell out of me. The whole head spinning 360
Oh,
degrees,
yeah.
spitting pea soup. I was a kid then, and that freaked me out. I don't know.
Starts with a G, maybe? I don't remember. But there's that one, and like, because my grandparents' house, their old house, was on Burke Street. And you know Burke Street as well as I know it. Those are like the oldest houses in this
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
Like literally the house next to her house. And I don't know if you can take this as like, I'm not saying it racial or anything, but there's a dungeon in her house. that still had chains and shit hung from the walls, like gates and
Really?
doors. Oh, it's fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah.
But we didn't know if it was like a torture chamber or whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
But her house was, and it, I believe it had, we consider maybe my mom too, had a maid. That from back in the, what, 1800s maybe, whenever them houses were built.
Are they still there?
And because she would have clothes and shoes and stuff come up missing. You wouldn't find them. Because my mom told me a story, and I found out when I was older, because I first lived there when I first graduated high school, because they wanted me to live with them,
Right.
that when I was a kid, she had laid my clothes out, and she had went, because the upstairs of their house, they turned into like my dad and my mom's apartment.
Right.
Like, you know, had bedroom for me, and it had room for them, and he already fucked up his microphone. He,
I bumped it.
but,
Hopefully that wasn't too loud.
she had laid up my clothes, and she had come back, and my clothes were missing. Well, my grandma had went to clean out her attic one month for a garage sale for citywide, because, you know, that's what we do around here. Citywide. I mean, you start throwing shit outside, and my baby clothes and my shoes were folded up upstairs in the attic.
Shut up.
And she would only take things, I'm assuming she would take things and put them in the attic. So I don't know if that's where they make, because, like, her house had a finished attic. You know, like, it was, you know,
Right.
floor, everything. Like, it was nice and clean. And, well, clean. But you would find random shit up there. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I wonder if it's because she didn't want it left out. So she would put it up in the attic where it belonged, where stuff didn't need to go. Because when I got older and I graduated and I was working on the road and yada, 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 I would leave things out. And when I would come home, I'd be like, did you touch the stuff in my room? And my grandma was like, no, the upstairs is yours. We don't go up there anymore. I'm like, well, someone's out there moving my shit. And she's like, no one touched it, sweetheart.
See, you know what I do?
But you would find it upstairs in the fucking attic, in random places.
You know what I do in that instance?
What?
Back up and get the fuck out.
Well, it wasn't like, and the funny thing is, it was like, she didn't take anything of importance to you. It was just like, if you, there was one time, Jake can contest to this, I was on this, and it's a weird combination, but don't knock it till you try it, tequila and root beer. Like, you would get like an ice cold A&W root beer,
Oh,
and you would take a shot of tequila, and then you get that fucking burn, chase it with a root beer. It like coats it, and it mixes. At first, like, it's weird, but then you're like, wait a minute, and you slam the other one, and you know, like, you just do it again, and you can ask Jake. I did it for years, tequila, Patron, and fucking A&W root beer, but it had to be cold. They both had to be cold, because I had a mini fridge upstairs.
Right.
And there was a few times my empty tequila bottles would come up missing, or there'd be like, yay, much left. And I'm like, that little motherfucker stole my shit.
See,
And so I call him, but you'd find them upstairs stacked together. Like she was recycling my glass bottles, like how they used to do
no,
milk.
I'm out.
And I'm like, okay, well, she's taking things that don't need to be left out. But if I kept things cleaned up, nothing ever came up fucking missing.
I'm still out.
I mean, like, but, and there's a few times, when I first got with my kids' mom, and I stayed there before I got my first apartment, and she would stay there with me, she'd be like, do you hear that? And it'd be like 3 a.m. I'm like, I'm drunk as fuck, what? I mean, 'cause, you know, I was drinking a lot, like every kid does at high school. And she's like, there's someone walking upstairs.
Oh, God, no.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
see,
what the fuck? So I would go upstairs and look. Just feels like if there's an animal.
Right.
Because my grandma had them big pecan trees.
Right.
So I'm like, squirrel, you know, what, raccoon, something got it in the attic.
There's a squirrel in the attic again.
I'd go upstairs and there'd be nothing there. But as soon as I get back downstairs and in fucking bed, you hear this creaking noise.
No.
And I'm like, okay. I was like, it's just a fucking maid. She's up there cleaning. Whatever. Just, and she was like, maid? And I'm like, so we assume. But my grandparents denied it. And I'm like, okay, well, because I always stayed downstairs because you couldn't hear it.
Right.
And they never thought anything was missing because they kept everything cleaned up and nice and neat. And I'm like, all right, well, I had a free fucking maid.
See, all I can think, the whole time you're telling this story, I can't even make this up, but the whole time, all I can think is Eddie Murphy, back in the day. I think it was on Delirious or Raw. He was talking about it, and he goes, you know why white people always die in scary movies? He goes, well, let's take Poltergeist, for instance. He goes, they walk into this house, and they're like, wow, man, babe, this is a beautiful home. Hey, there's a girl calling out of the TV. Isn't that peculiar? He goes, black families will never have that happen. He's like, we're going to walk in and go, man, babe, this is a beautiful home. We're going to be so happy here. He said, but it's just too bad we can't stay. Get the kids, get the dog, we're getting out of here. He said, black family's never going to have that
What's
happen.
that show? It was on Netflix.
But I'm that black family because
Yeah.
it's never going to happen to me.
The Haunting of Hill House. You ever watch that?
No?
It's a good TV show, but it's like a Lock and Key kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
They inherit this house or whatever, and it's got its fucking issues, and boy, it like reeled me in good because it has like a good background story to it.
Right.
I thought it went from conspiracy theories to ghosts and
Oh yeah. Well, because it's kind of a conspiracy theory.
kind of.
Because people associate ghosts with, are they real? Are they not?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like you have trail cams and you see people say, "Is that a floating orb?" And you're like, "That's fucking dust out of on the side of a cornfield."
Okay.
But you can tell the difference.
Now, there you go again. This is all along the same lines. Floating orbs and all that. So you and I both watch pretty much the same podcast. Did you watch the one with Brandon Frugal on the Sean Ryan show?
I haven't watched a couple of his episodes lately.
No, it's I think you watched it the same time I did. It's the Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, yep.
Okay. So never did I want to even watch the Skinwalker Ranch. Didn't even know it was a thing.
Nope. Fucking TikTok.
Till I watched the podcast. Actually, yeah. I seen an episode or a little clip of it on TikTok. Got on YouTube, watched the whole deal.
Shout out to Sean Ryan. You got some good shit.
Oh, he's got some great stuff. So then I instantly go home, watch. I think there's two seasons.
Yep.
I binge watched all 2 seasons.
I haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh. So here's back to the conspiracy theory thing. You think aliens are real?
Here's my thing. You mean to tell me that and here's the thing, how much do we fucking believe with what, they're telling us? But like, if supposedly it's real, we have all these fucking
We look good on that camera.
I'll see how long we've been recording for, how long we're gonna spiral down this fucking wormhole.
Oh no,
I'm in, fucking ladies and
I got nowhere to go.
But this might be a 2 fucking parter. We'll see.
Hey, that's a good idea.
We've never had one of them yet. But if there's multiple and multiple and multiple fucking universes that we sent that fucking telescope out there to find shit, you mean to fucking tell me we're the only ones? We're the only living. They've literally found a planet that looks just like fucking Earth that has water and dirt and grass.
And the smartest ones?
The fuck we are idiots.
There's no way. There's no way that we are the only.
I had done some stupid shit, and I had a very high IQ.
And so then I've got so then I've got another one because I had a guy literally tell me, he goes, okay, so you say you're Christian and you go to church, yada yada yada, and he's telling me all this. He goes, but you believe in aliens? I'm like, yeah.
I think
If God could make us,
he can make anything.
why didn't he make some aliens too? I mean, I think like all of this stuff, all the dinosaur stuff that they find, all of the prehistoric creatures they find, he made that too. He put it here for us to have stuff to do.
I mean, he literally
Basically, to be curious.
He literally killed humans once.
It's like, it's a curiosity thing.
Yeah.
So, do I think aliens are real? There's no way. No way on.
Now, do I think they're the little green fucking creatures?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't
If
think
you saw that leaked fucking footage from Area 51, I don't think that is real. Do I think there are things from other universes that have came here?
Yeah.
Because yes, there has been, and like I said, there's good fucking CGI out there, which if you don't know what CGI means, it's you put something in a video that was never fucking there, and you react to it like Transformers, the movie fucking Transformers. It's CGI made. It's animated. But human beings are interacting with something that is not even fucking there because it's acting. But like, they're seeing the fucking UFO sightings and the lights that fucking shoot around, and we don't have nothing that fucking fast to do that quick.
Yeah,
I
feel like
I don't believe they're fucking little bitty green alien fucking creatures or like Alien vs Predator. I don't believe any of that shit. That's all just good writing by actor or by authors. But I believe that some things come and go as they fucking please.
yeah,
They don't have any reason to fuck with us because we're dumb enough to kill ourselves every day anyways. But I mean,
but I do think some
there's
of
the
our
Armageddon.
technology that we have and have made, I don't feel like we're smart enough to come up with that on our own.
No.
I feel like some of it is repurposed.
Yeah.
It may not be exactly what they wanted it to be, but I feel like it's been
They take what we have as a starter.
they
And
take
they
what
adapt it.
we take what they had.
Yeah.
It's something to go off of and repurpose it and re-engineer it and remake it into something else. I mean, call me crazy, but I'm on board with the whole, to an extent. I'm on board with the whole alien thing too.
I mean, I just find it hard to believe that we haven't found a single living thing besides us. When they have found
Right?
fucking planets that mimic us. Oh, well, you know, Mars has water. Mars has, you know, it can hold oxygen. It has gravity. Okay. And then they found that one fucking
But it
planet that
takes-
looks like fucking Earth but has this smog shit around it.
See,
And
I'm
I'm
like,
like-
I've seen that one.
Oh, dude, this is why we need the fucking TV and some shit. Like we're gonna get there. And but they just, if you want to go down that fucking wormhole, all I'm saying is strap the fuck in. Because
Okay.
there is shit up, and like I said, some of it might not be fucking real. Like some of it might not fucking be. Just
Exactly,
like the
that's-
whole fucking Mel's Hole thing we were talking about. Where the fuck's the hole? I went to Google and Google Maps and went to fucking everywhere. There's no fucking hole. I mean, like, but it got your fucking attention. It
Yeah.
made you fucking think, and your brain went, "What if?"
Yeah, I did.
Like, and what caught my attention with that thing is I watched the Kong vs Godzilla movie.
Oh God. And that's
a
the
great
best
fucking
movie.
movie. And Kong goes into a dimension inside of the Earth to find his family. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. He goes. It's Kong vs Godzilla. It's when they beat the fuck out of each other.
Right.
But they find out there's a way to go inside of the Earth to another fucking inner Earth, the inner Earth, and that's where Kong and Godzilla came from, and that's why they hate each other. And in my mind's like, fuck, is that hole? What's at the bottom of that hole? But then I'm like, the guy sent the fucking goat down there and it got radiation and fucking died. And I'm like, middle of the earth has radiation in it? Like, I get this ain't fucking Chernobyl. I mean, we didn't.
The middle of the Earth is probably full of lava.
Yeah. But it's like, no one knew how far the hole went.
Right.
You mean to fucking tell me you couldn't see orange?
Lay down in the hole.
Like, yeah, I mean, but it caught our fucking attention.
Right.
And it's like, being a human is kind of fun because you're like, that was dope, and then you pull out your fucking phone, and then you're
Well,
fucking gone.
And I think that's part of where some of this goes. As a human, I think we're naturally curious.
You want to believe.
Well, we always want
Yeah.
something or intangible that we can.
We're very curious creatures.
Very curious.
Yeah.
Kind of like the whole Mandela effect.
Oh,
Wow, dude.
I
Then I go
at the
down-
fucking TV screen. Oh,
Then I go down a
fucking
wormhole
God.
the other day. So I'm, doing the typical 2023, 2024 normal human. I try to not be that person. I try to limit myself to what I use my cell phone.
Yeah.
I use it to listen to music a lot.
Oh, I know. He's a great
And
singer.
I use it to, it's my alarm clock. It's this, it's that. I try not to be that person that's got their nose in it, just going to town all the time. But I saw a TikTok, and when we get the TV up and we can pull this kind of stuff up, we're gonna have to come back to all this because there's a couple of them that are super interesting. But this lady had said something about Fruit of the Loom,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
I can't remember what you call that horn.
It was never there.
Yes, it was. That's what's cool.
Yeah.
And so she was like, she got into a super big argument with a whole bunch of people, and they're saying that, I forget what they call that. It's something to do with the pilgrims and the wicker basket,
Yeah.
horn, and all the fruits falling out of it. And then they were trying to say it was never part of the logo. So this gal's arguing with them, and long story short, right toward the end of the video, they're like, she had went to her attic and found an old Fruit of the Loom shirt and had it on it.
Yep.
Pulls it out, takes a picture, sends it to him. It's like, basically, kiss my ass, I found it.
Yep.
They denied that it was even their logo. I'm like, come on. And like the Bernstein Bears, versus the whatever the alternate one was.
Yeah.
And
Also, that trick cereal.
yeah,
Like when you hit a certain age, the logo changes in your brain.
Little Rabbit, Tricks for Kids.
Yeah.
But it's
I
had that shirt in high school. I had that shirt. It had a rabbit on it, but it didn't say. Yeah, it didn't say Tricks for Kids. It said that thing. That was a good one. As soon as I said it, I thought of the shirt. You said that. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Don't leave that alone.
But that was a good one.
I also had a shirt that said rehabs for quitters, but
Well, yeah, I had one that said AA was for quitters, but and
no, there's a lot. I remember like somebody like, okay, so I follow this thing on TikTok and takes you back to like the late 90s and early 2000s, like shopping in Walmart. And like the weird thing is like it shows like the stuff from like the 90s and whatever 2000, and I'm like, that's not right. That's not right. I remember this, and then I go to Google and you can't find it. I'm like, but when I was a child, this looked like this, like, you know, the Walmart logo, you know, like, and everything, and then like the way the Walmart stores are painted. And it's weird because like they say it's Mandela effect, and I think we had this conversation one day, me and my lady did, and then I think she got her mom involved, and there's so many things. I'm gonna fucking pull up my phone and we're gonna go down this list of Mandela effect shit. But yeah, this is why I'm ready to have the screen.
yeah, because we are gonna get into some of these.
I might just get one of them hotspot boxes.
Okay.
For as we're gonna be using.
Yeah, we can get into some of these
Oh god.
and go on a tangent and make like 3-part episodes because we talk about this stuff daily. Oh, and then doing this like categorizes.
Wasn't there
all of
something to
it.
do with the Apple logo back in the day? Like
I don't remember
Apple
that
had
one.
something to do with it. Let's see.
But there's so many different things, and it's like, are they doing it just to mess with your head? Is it real? Is it really happening?
Mandela effect.
Like, how long have we been going right now?
We've been at it for 46 minutes.
Well, we can take a break. Come back, let you find it. Come back and do some more.
Oh, the first thing that pops up is 40 Mandela effect samples.
Okay.
So
Maybe we'll do that this time. Maybe we'll make it
we're
2
gonna
parts.
and do a 2-part. All right, we're gonna take a little break. And when we come back, we'll pick up from the Mandela effect thing. We'll kind of wrap back around, and I'll look up some conspiracy theory things to wrap that
For
up.
sure.
And then we'll
see what other wormhole we spiral down.
So we will
So stay tuned. Like, subscribe, follow, share.
if you have
Do all that
any
stuff.
if you have anything anything we didn't talk about in the first episode,
For sure.
just make sure that you bring that up, and maybe we'll come back to it when we have the screen up. We'll pull it up. We'll do
Yeah,
that.
comment on it and give us some more ideas. Because I could go down this wormhole for days.
You want to end it with you want to turn your echo up and fucking make a cool exit video?
Yes, an echo on
Is it on this one?
Yeah, you just turn it all the way up.
Now I sound like I'm announcing the high school football game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. All right, I think that's it. I don't want to get too carried away.
All right, we will be back.